All right. I think we're good. I think I figured out how I can go back live to the same video. I don't know which video is live. Good luck. Showing 2 live, bro. They're both live. Excellent. No data. All right. I'm going to go like this. See what happens. All right. I think we're good, bro. That was annoying as hell. Yep. Man, I learned something. Good morning. I learned that we're 11 minutes into the stock market. All right. Ding, 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 ding. Good morning. Been doing this for what, 5 years? Still can't figure simple shit out. See some green. It was more green. We had some big Hood news today. Hood's almost officially a silver platter delivered. To meet my strict definition of buying it and at 2xing. 2x would be like $89, somewhere around there, probably $90. I mean, let's be real. It's a silver platter, but welcome to the Rumble. We got fun and games. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's get into the stock market. Bum, 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 bum. We have the E-mini S&P up 17. I don't know. I guess Canada back down on something digital. I don't know what. Something might have something to do with. I can literally push a button right now and my computer would reboot. Speaking of computer, I did order that computer from Costco. All right. We got the NASDAQ up 80. We got silver down 15 cents. We have Bitcoin pushing 109,000 yesterday. It's currently, what happened? Currently like 107 and a half. Like it feels like it's getting some steam. Ethereum felt like it was getting some steam and it's chilling. Ethereum got over 2,500. I really, 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 really need crypto to do something, bro. Been hanging on to that shit for so long. I'm so done with crypto. I can't wait to get out of crypto and just hold some Bitcoin and never talk about that garbage again. Anyone else with me on that? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? All right, let's see what's going on. We got Coinbase, 357-ish. It was a little bit higher. Hood looking really good. We're going to run late today on the stream because Hood has a big thing going on starting at 8 a.m. PST. Normally that's when I would be getting off the mic, but guess what? Your boy is off this week, so I can run a little late. We can do a little Meet Kevin type stream. Now, I'm not going to stream all morning, but we're going to run late. We got JT in the house. How you doing, brother? Oh, Lunar. Oh, come on, Lunar. I want to get out of Lunar. I might be down a little bit of money on that one. Pre-market, I was up. Oh, I sold calls, though, so... I have another stock that I really have FOMO on. And I would consider it a potential silver platter. We'll get to that in a second. Don't want to give away the milk for free. Is that how the expression goes? You got to put a ring on it. All right, what do we got? What are Palantir? They're the big nose guy Friday. What does that mean? Bonds up 12 ticks, pushing 115. Bonds go up, rates go down. Volatility up 75 cents. What's going on there, bro? Why is that happening? Seriously, why is volatility up $1? You did a big oh, they're the big nose guy. You did a big nose dive Friday. Big what? I stuck my finger up my nose. What are you talking about? I didn't do a big dive on. Did a big dive up my nose, or I did a big dive on Palantir? Because I don't remember doing a big dive up my nose. Seems like it has more of a possibility than doing. I don't remember doing a deep dive on Palantir. Oh, it did a big nosedive Friday. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think it did a big nosedive, bro. You exaggerate shit. Stock's down like 0.5%. You act like it's the end of the world. Oh, no. Go talk to your CPA. He'll calm you down. That's nothing, JT. Oh, we actually did do a big nosedive on Friday. I apologize. Yeah, that shit tanked hard. I don't know what happened there. Ooh, shit, son. It's got a gap to fill down to $84. No, it already filled it. But it does have one to fill at like $96. Yeah, it did do a big nosedive. I still love this stock. Long term, I wouldn't worry about it. Set it and forget it. This one, now the problem is if the stock market in general tanks. If the entire stock market tanks, it doesn't matter. You're gonna get rammed from behind hard, bro. But long term, it'll be back to 150 by the end of the week. For your sake, I hope so, but I don't know, bro. Maybe. I love Palantir long term. I love it. I don't know how many X's I like it. Like I like it for Mike's in the house. Long time no see. How you doing, brother? I didn't order that commuter from Costco, by the way. Should be here Thursday. I agonize over whether I should buy it or not. I don't really feel like setting up a computer, man. That shit's a lot of work. And I hope it's not a furnace. I mean, it can't, I don't want to say it can't be worse than my existing computer, but maybe it is, bro. $3,000, 2,900 and some change. 9800 X3D, 5080. It's only got 32 gigs of RAM, so I'm going to order more RAM for it. Oh, snap, son. Is that Robinhood at $87? Where's Ricky? His bitch ass was getting high and drunk all weekend, so he'll either show up late or won't show up at all today. We have an important moment on the chart back here on June 4th. Ricky calls a top at $72 on Robinhood. How did that work out for one of the worst stock traders of all time? And like 40% of the chat back then said they would rather take Ricky's calls than my calls. Yeah, smart. Smooth, guys. Go with losers, not winners. That's what I always say, right? Stick to losers. Stick to losing, bro. I'm getting a news alert. TSM is down. Do I even have them on my thing? I don't, but I should. They're only down a couple bucks. Calm down. I'm going to put them in the AI, I guess. Kratos Defense. What do they do? I'll add them to my military shit. It's on a radar, bro. All right. Jimmy 23 and a half. What is the weather going to start cooling down? Yeah, I noticed like yesterday it looked like it was going to be like low 100s, and then today I looked and it's like actually mid to high 90s the rest of the week. I was super pleased with that. It's been a mild summer so far, knock on wood. Usually by now I've already had like 20 days of 110 plus. And then people are going to be like, oh, see, global warming's not real. Okay. Space. Ugh. Just continuing to show how bad of a trader Ricky is. Garbage. Metaplanet, wouldn't trade this with your money. Some people think this is the next MicroStrategy. I mean, this thing could blow up. I wouldn't invest in it. CCM's another one I wouldn't touch. It's the humidity. Yeah, I grew up in Kansas, bro. I know something about humidity. No, Tom, the humidity in Kansas is nothing like North Carolina. I finished that show about North Carolina, by the way. No, it wasn't that teeny bopper show. What's the name of that show? I actually enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Waterfront. It was kind of cheesy at times, but it was good. I started watching Mobland. A lot of people recommended that. That one's like, ugh. That English accent for one's too much. And I don't know. The show's okay, bro. It's just okay to me. I think people like it or think it's good because of the violence, how violent it gets. Just because it shows a little bit of violence doesn't make it that much better of a show. Don't get me wrong. Like, Waterfront's cheesy as hell. Waterfront, where did you watch? Yeah, Netflix. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? I can't remember the name of that other show that was about the North Carolina waterfront. I like season 1 of that, but I couldn't get past like the first episode of season 2. Another show that a couple other shows I'm watching. Sticks on Apple's actually really good, really good. And then It reminds me a lot of Tin Cup though. Anyway, what was that show, Fubar on Netflix? I really enjoyed season 1 of that. I can't even get past the first episode of season 2. It's so bad. So I don't know if season 1 was just really bad and I just needed something to watch. Peter in the house. I don't really like the Timberwolves draft picks. I don't know who they picked. I mean, after Cooper Cup, does it matter? Ricky, surprised you're up so early, bro. Long weekend of drinking boons and smoking the reefer. Boons and Colt 45s. I don't really care for Mom. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I mean, I'll probably continue to watch it, but it's hard for me to sit through the entire episode. You got to focus too hard on what they're saying, and I don't know. I like Helen Mirren, and I like what's his face. I don't hate what's his face, but I don't necessarily love him either. The Venom guy, Tom Hardy or whatever. And that accent's too much, bro. Like Peaky Blinders was a show I heard was really good. I just couldn't put up with the freaking accent. Where's Matthew Lake? He'd be like, "Oh, you're such a dick, Tom." Yeah, I'm catching up on rest and sleep and cleaning the house and getting my blood pressure and exercise, and I'm not going anywhere. Oh, Tom, you're not going anywhere. You're such a... All right, what do we got going on? I can just see JT just judging me right now with little judgy eyes. All right, I think the NASDAQ and the SPY and all that are all-time highs. Yeah, all-time highs. All-time highs. Coinbase 356. I don't know what to do about this position. I think Coinbase is going to 500 minimum. Circle up a couple bucks. What did you think about the UFC fight? I don't know. There were a lot of tweets about it. I don't know, bro. I didn't watch any of it. I don't care. I saw some dude got knocked out. Surprise. I don't give a shit about UFC, bro. Is Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce in the UFC? Nope. Don't care. Microsoft pushing 500. That is funny shit because you do judge me, JT. Don't act like you don't. I know you're sitting in your warehouse pumping some iron right now or waxing a Tesla judging me. NVIDIA 156, CoreWeave 162. Don't call it a pullback. Apple. I hate, not to be funny, but I hate leaving the driveway. What do you mean you hate leaving the driveway? I hate leaving the driveway too. The world's a scary place. Meta. Double top, bro. How are we feeling about Meta? They're buying AI engineers for $100 million a pop, and I think they bought like 7 of them. I would leave for $100 million. Are you kidding me? $100 million? Why didn't I get into AI programming? LLMs and all that shit, bro. I am in my warehouse waxing my Tesla. Yeah, I mean, bro, there's like 4 things you do. You hang out in the warehouse, you wax Teslas, you sit by the pool, you clean the pool, and you mow your grass. one of those four things. Netflix, $1,300. I don't know why this stock continues to do well. It's people buy it. People get Netflix just because. But there's nothing hardly ever to watch on there. He wakes up with a boner every morning. He wakes up rock hard every morning and bones his hot ass wife. He does 6 things. Neo, Yep, Ricky continues to vastly underperform the market. You want to lose about 10-15% of your money a year? Invest with Ricky. You want to make multiples on your money? Invest with Tom. Right, Kurt? Can I get it? Kurt, can I get an amen in the Discord chat later? Rocket Lab, $36. Come on, Lunar. ASTS, how we doing? ASTS is pulling back some. I think they launched some more satellites and shit, so I'm surprised to see them down. ASTS and Rocket Lab getting added to the Russell 2000. Seven things. Don't forget weightlifting. I did mention you were either waxing a Tesla or pumping iron. Stop making everything about you, JT. Melez in the house. Good morning, brother. I canceled Netflix last month. There's nothing worth watching at all. Waterfront? I think you'd like Waterfront. All right, you want to get... Man, this streamer thing says that there's only one viewer. That can't be right. There's only 2 viewers here? That can't be right, bro. Why does YouTube suck so much? 2 viewers, 3 likes. A little bit of Ondo in my life. No Jason yet. No poo-poo report. All right. Get into crypto, I guess. I hate crypto, bro. I got some Solana. We'll talk about Solana. You heard the 3rd season is bad? No. Oh, you heard? I haven't even watched the 2nd season, dude. I don't even... Chris in the house. How you doing, brother? I don't even know how... Like, the 1st season of Squid Games is so good. I honestly don't know how you could follow that up and continue to make a good show. And I just... I've been around long enough to know that usually these writers just come in and write garbage just to keep squeezing money out of you. Was the 2nd season any good? I have zero desire to watch the 2nd season. 2nd season was entertaining. Yeah, I still don't care, bro. The 1st season was fire. Like one of the greatest shows ever. It's up there as one of the greatest shows ever created. 1st season. It's not fair that I don't watch the 2nd season, but when you tell me the 3rd season's garbage, why am I going to continue to watch that swill? Can anyone confirm the 2nd season sucked? What are you going to say about what are you going to do on the 4th? Are you going to eat some hot dogs? No. I don't eat hot dogs, bro. Not hot dog. Probably eat some 4th of July pizza. All right, Coinbase just went red. I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Lunar went red. What is going on? Is the stock market tanking? Not really. I mean, it's coming down a little. Not the level of the first, but worthy nonetheless. Costco all beef hot dog. Are they? I mean, what do they make it out of, though? Where does the beef come from? If only there was a way to figure that out. That's not what they sell at the food court, is it? Is that something they just sell? Ooh, it is available at the food court. It isn't publicly detailed. Blend of beef trimmings, muscle meat left after cutting steaks and roast, like chuck round and sirloin. And they're low sodium. A lot of people are liking SoFi lately. Holy shit. It looks red over here in crypto. I mean, it shows Bitcoin down $900, but it's at 107 and a half. Ethereum at 2457. ADA, everything looks red, but I guess just because it was up a little bit yesterday. ADA, everyone showed this wedge that it was going to break out of instead of breaking down on. Total 3.26, up a little bit from like the 3.22 we were at. Bitcoin dominance at 65 and a half. Man, this is a shitty market right now. Talk about Solana, I guess. Is this just what the doctor ordered for Solana? Some actually like surprise news. Kraken has tokenized stocks on Solana. I don't know why they chose Solana over like their own ink. Their own ink, meaning their own layer 2 on Ethereum. We believe Act. So I don't know if this is SEC approved. But this is actually a solid use case for what has been a garbage chain. I don't know if you can do this in the United States. And I don't think, like, is it really, what does it mean it's on Solana, bro? Like, I see people saying that, but I don't know if these things are live or what. Gosh darn it. So is it like X Tesla or something? X Tesla. When I go to trade them, it doesn't really take me to a place to trade them, or does it? Oh, stocks? Yeah, that's just stocks, though. That's not X stocks. Auto earn. Oh, and they have some. Kraken has something similar to Coinbase One. I think Coinbase One has gone through some changes where it's cheaper. You can only trade like $500 a month in crypto. Kraken is like $50 a year or something like that. And you can trade up to 10,000 a month with no fees. But it's all smoke and mirrors because you have to pay. The spread is a lot bigger versus like if you use Kraken Pro where the spread's really low. So it's all kind of bullshit. So I don't know that with X stocks you're not. These trade 24/7. It doesn't really say that it's on Solana. Anyone have some information on that, bro? More than 60 tokenized stocks are now available on crypto exchange Kraken and Bybit, as well as Solana's. So is that true? Let's take a look. Where can you trade the? Does it say? Oh, it's. So I need to look for. You don't add the X to the beginning. X. No. Coin X. 0 results. I wonder if it's not available in the United States. I wonder if it'll be Radium. I wonder if it'll be available on like ink and shit later too. They're made of I don't. Hot dogs are disgusting. Soul just better. Simple just better. Palantir going back up. Soul's just better. Soul has some. It's fast. It's cheap. It's user friendly. Cardano, on the other hand, is slow. It's expensive and not user friendly. If I'm being honest. But Laos is going to change that, boys and girls. Whenever that happens, you know what I need to happen? I need there to be a massive altcoin season, and I am done with alts, dude. I don't give a shit, son. I'm going where there's money. I'm going where there's opportunity, and I made the mistake of thinking there would be opportunity in altcoins. Now I'm still coping that we're going to have an alt season. I think we will. How successful? I don't know, bro. What do you want from me? I don't Like I'm not sitting here telling you Cardano and Solana is a silver platter buy right now because I think it's going to 2x by the end of the year. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that confidence. I think there's a really good shot that you could buy some cryptos right now and it will have a really good end of the year. But there's a possibility that it doesn't. It's going to come. I mean, you're hoping and coping, bro. I am too. I hope you're right. Let's see if this shit's live on Radium. I don't really want to connect my wallet. I don't know if I'm going to have to log in. You gotta let your soul glow. I don't even know what I have in my. Not eligible. Oh, God darn it, bro. Yeah, Solana's great. Confirm transaction. Why do I need? It costs me money just to log in. Is this a? Oh, this might not be the real. I don't know that that's the real. What am I swapping, bro? Did I almost just have my wallet drained? Do I have any money left now that I just may be connected to a fake site? Ooh, I have. Oh, updated. I actually have some money in my Radium wallet. Not more than I thought. Oh, Jesus Christ, with all these pop-up ads. What is this? Oh, I have some Jupiter, decent chunk. I have some Trump, and I actually have a couple Solana. I have some A16Z I'm down big on. I have some Shark Cat I'm down big on. I don't know if that's a real site or not. It might have been. That's how quickly you can lose all your money. I'm choppy AF. Is everyone else having that problem? Trump coin? Is the audio good, everyone? Is it just Chris? Almost pulled a fat. Yeah, bro. Oh, YouTube is not receiving enough. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Hmm. That sucks. Good latency. Come on, YouTube. Stop sucking. There we go. Now it says excellent. Maybe it was just temporary. All right. Perpetuals. Shark Cat gonna pump? I mean, I hope so. Bro, I'm aware, blob. God darn it, dude. Liquidity swap. Coin X. Yeah, so it's live over here. This token has freeze authority and can prevent you from transferring. Oh, that's great. My connection is horrible. Is anyone else having connection issues right now? Should I go all for breakfast or just get I would say get a healthy breakfast. Right now it's showing excellent connection, so hopefully it cleans up. It says there's only one person in the house. You're fine on your end. Thank you, Ricky. Maybe reconnect or something. I did show that it was buffering, so hopefully you're good. Was it bad for a second? Because the connection, I mean, there's a lot more than one person talking, but it shows excellent. Nope. Anyway, there's Solana. Solana's got tokenized coins. I don't know if they must have SEC approval. Refresh, yeah. Refresh, Chris. Enhance. Your face is terrible. I'm kidding. Oh my goodness. All right, that's it for crypto, bro. Where's Bitcoin? 1073. Check back in on the stock market. We have 38 minutes to the Robinhood. Coinbase 353. Some bright financial minds think there might be a little bit of a dip, might go today and tomorrow, just to fake out retail and then send it Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, the stock market's closed on Friday, and it closes early on Thursday because of Independence Day. All right, bros. I don't know that I got 37 minutes to the Robinhood announcement. I don't know that I feel like maybe I play some Rust, guys. Do a little Meet Kevin. See if I can find Meet Kevin on Rust. What's he up to? Ramble time. Mid-morning pullback came quick. How's mRNA looking? Sure, it's looking pretty shitty. It's one of your picks. Bitcoin continuing to bleed down. No, I even have that 113 over 78. I like that one. It's probably not an accurate reading. Much better after reloading. I am glad to hear that, my friend. I need to make a category of shit stocks named Ricky. Still in the bear flag. It got to the bottom of the bull market support band and then failing. Not good. I would short this stock right now if I were on technical analysis alone. With Tom's professionalism, I too also assume it Tom's whack ass stream that's buffering. What are you talking about, Ricky? I'm very professional. 117 over 79. I like it. I got a very professional mic. I got a professional camera. I just ordered a new camera and PC, bro. It's like $4,000 I spent. What do you think? I'm made of money? I'm not. And you're going to sit there and judge me? Like you and JT, bro. Just sit there with your little judgy eyes. Spend some of that on hood money. Spend some of that hood money's in an IRA. Oh, I guess no, I got some in a small account. Oh, $88. Not bad for a stock that topped. Ricky called the top at 72. 5080. 5090 is too expensive. 5090 would add like $2,000. This PC is officially like 6 years old, so it's holding up good, but it could die any second. Brand new computer, brand new phone. I'm sorry, brand new camera, because this camera is starting to fail. And I replaced my mic, bro. What do you want from me? I make zero money off YouTube. And that's like a $5,500 I've spent in the last 3 months. For a 4-person stream. For 4 people. That's like $1,000 a person. 4 likes. Are you kidding me? What a waste of money, bro. And I slang silver platters. A stock that I have FOMO on and I think is a silver platter. I'm not calling an official silver platter play because I'm not buying it, but I want to. I like it a lot. AMD. Problem is I already missed a lot, but I think this will go to new all-time highs. I think it's a really good AI play. A lot of retail love it. Add another 25%. Another 25% what? Yeah, there's 8 people in Rumble right now. They don't like to hit the like, though. Or talk. Mike sure hit the like. Appreciate him. This market has been ass. It's good to pay yourself. Pay myself? Pay myself what? I'm trying to retire, bro. I'm trying to earn retirement money. Shit ain't happening in crypto, I'll tell you that. Now I gotta save up. Maybe I can get some windows. From the windows to the wall. Boom. Your largest position. Guess what, Shardy B? It's my second largest position. My largest position happens to be the stock that was up the biggest for the month of June. Can anyone guess what the number 1 stock was for the month of June? And guess who has 2 thumbs and holds a large position in it? Can anyone guess what that stock is? Manny Vera, first time on. Thanks for sharing. What did I share? Welcome to the channel, Manny. How you doing? I'm going to assume brother. How you doing, brother? Be sure to hit the like and hit the subscribe. Can anyone guess what the number one stock is for the month of June and who holds a large amount of it? I'll wait. I need at least one guess before I continue. Treasury Secretary says they are working to select Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's replacement. Yeah, replace a guy that's done a great job, bro. Sharing your channel? Hell yeah, thank you. Appreciate you. Can anyone guess what the number one performing stock was for the month of June? Huge hint. It's my largest position, bro. It was a silver platter from June of 2022, and it's up a 5x. Anyone guess what my second largest position is? And top $16 ago. Use? Wasn't use. USDC? What? Come on, bro. Is this the future of taxis and getting around? Joby? You missed it? I missed what? Meta? Wrong. Not even close, bro. But good. Thank you for guessing, Manny. Unlike Terra Luna. Come on, it's a stock. The number one stock. What are you guys talking about, USDC? What did I miss? If Jason were here, he would know. Do you think I invested in Circle? No. I literally show my portfolio every day. I talk about it every day. I did miss the Circle IPO. First thing is first is off this week. That sucks. Nvidia, Meister, come on, bro. You know I. Come on, bro. No, it wasn't Nvidia. Thank you for guessing. I am so disappointed. Nvidia, nope. So disappointed. I don't expect you to know, Manny. That was bigger than Hood for June, but it wasn't bigger than the stock that I nailed. Actually, Circle might have. Did it IPO in May? I'm not sure, but it's not it. Blah 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 blah. I'm a crypto head. Yeah, I used to talk about crypto a lot. I can't wait to get out of crypto, bro. It's been a long. I'm becoming a Bitcoin. What's your favorite altcoin? What do you must be Solana, because I put Solana in the title and you're new. Yes, it's been terrible. It's Coinbase, guys. Come on. Coinbase, the number one stock of June. And I'm loaded. Hood, my second biggest position. Loaded. Silver platters. Cha-ching, bros. Oh, Ondo? Hell yeah. I got a big bag of Ondo and I'm down. Yeah, I love me some Ondo. A little bit of Ondo in my life. I love me some Ondo, but I'm down. My average cost is like $1.25. So I own a decent sized amount of Ondo. I love this, and I think it'll do well if we get a bull run, but I am selling all my alts if we get an alt season. And then I'm accumulating Bitcoin in the bear market, and I'll do a little bit of alts, like a little bit of alts next time around, but I'm not really, unless the landscape changes and these layer ones and these alts really start doing things, because right now it's all still like what they're gonna do. Cardano's the biggest offender of what they're gonna do. They've been promising shit for years. And now they can't get nothing done because they want to sit there and argue about the vote and point fingers. I hate Cardano now. I can't wait to sell Cardano. Toxic ass bitches over there. It drives me nuts when I see someone from Cardano like shit post Solana. Such a toxic attitude. Nope, it was Coinbase. I think let's see if it. This was news, official news that I saw this morning on Tasty Trade. So I don't know if they didn't take Circle into consideration because of the IPO. But it's also not up as much. So it's currently up 163%, which I think does outperform what Coinbase did, but maybe they didn't consider it because Coinbase was, because of the IPO. Yeah, it's 50%. So Circle did outperform it. Moving into Bitcoin. Yeah, good, smart choice, my friend. Bitcoin is, I do think having exposure to Bitcoin, I don't know, some analysts recently said you want like 10 to 40% of your portfolio on Bitcoin. 40% going forward seems a bit high, but I do think like 10 to 20% of Bitcoin would be, not financial advice, wise. I do think Bitcoin has a massive amounts of upside left over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I do think it'll become a multi-trillion-dollar asset. I don't, like, if you're young and you wanted to just invest in Bitcoin, you'd probably do really well in 20, 30, 40 years. Do I think Bitcoin would outperform what you can do in the stock? I don't know, dude. What do you want from me? I got 74K. Don't tell people what you have. But I see it moving back. Yeah, I just don't. Well, I have a prediction of how high Bitcoin's going to go. And so far, I might be the greatest predictor in all of crypto YouTube. Because I predicted this 2 years ago. 1125, 133K Bitcoin. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's way higher. There's people talking 500,000. Of course, there's always people predicting 1 million, 3 million, 500,000, this and that, and the third. As Shady McCoy would say, this, that, and the third. You got in at. Got it. Should have found my channel a long time ago, brother. We got in at. I got back into more Bitcoin. We got in Bitcoin at 11,000 ish when I first started the channel. Loaded the boat at like 20,000, and loaded the boat more back in the bear market at 30,000, 35,000. Haven't bought since. I love it though. Like I don't even hate now. Just continue. Like if you want to, I'm a lump sum guy. Everyone on YouTube will talk about dollar cost averaging because it makes them look smart. But because dollar cost averaging works on stuff that does continue to go up. You can dollar cost average on Bitcoin, and if it continues to do what it does, you're going to make money. If it goes to zero, like other people say, that dollar cost average was stupid. The only thing dollar cost average is historically worked on is the S&P, Oh, if you would have invested in the S&P, dollar cost average, blah, 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 blah. So will that continue to work with Bitcoin? Probably. I think dollar lump summing's a lot better. You don't buy it when it's closer to the top. You buy it when it's closer to the bottom. You buy Bitcoin has cycles. So ride that cycle until she bucks is ride her till she bucks, as Tin Cup would say. So save your money or, invest in the stock. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I don't know what to say about the stock market either. It could be getting close to a top. Like, how much higher is it going to go before we have a pullback? I do think this is going to play out. And it is continuing to play out. It is getting close to that line. This is the chart, the God chart. And shout out to Benjamin Cohen. As annoying as he is, this is the M2 money supply. How much money is in the world against the SPX? So back here, when there's only like a couple $1 trillion in the world, this is what this chart was doing. Now that there's like 20 trillion in the world, this is what this chart's doing. How high is the SPX versus how much money is in the world? People look at this and like, oh, how's this sustainable? How does this SPX go from 2,490 to 2025 6,500? How many X's is that, bro? Like 10X? How is that? Look at these lines. How has this happened? 4 years ago, it's at 3,000. It's doubled. How does it? Well, because they printed money like crazy. Trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. Good stuff. I was not a believer. Oh, in Bitcoin? Yeah. I was like you in 2020. I thought Bitcoin was gypsy currency. And then I educated myself and I learned about it. I thought it was just magic internet money like JT. JT still thinks it's magic internet money. And I am nothing against, I tell you I want to get rid of altcoins because screw that. But there's the future is tokenization for sure. I just don't know who's going to win. I don't know if Solana's going to win. I don't know if Cardano's going to win. I don't know how much more upside there is. Like there's going to be periods where people FOMO and MOMO back into it. Hopefully that happens towards the end of the year like it should. Like it should. But everyone's expecting it and the markets are efficient. So we'll see what happens. Looks okay. Still testing. Space taking a little pause today. Coinbase is now red. Womp womp. Should I sell some calls? Some 3-day calls? No, because I think the market's going to rip into the end of the week. What did I get for these? 45-cent credit. $45. They're up almost 50%. Rocket Lab $36 and Hood $87. We are 16 minutes away from the Robinhood whatever. Kraken, Marty Party late announces X stocks on Solana. Non-US only. That's what I wanted to know. Pending regulatory clearance. So if that gets cleared in the United States, that will be massive. I wonder if it's just going to stay on Solana. My guess is it will go to like the Inc. chain too. I still don't know why they didn't do it. Just in Robinhood to launch tokenized stocks in Europe. Uh-oh. They're talking to Vitalik too. So Vitalik is meeting with Robinhood, or I think is going to be part of the thing today. Launch of tokenized stocks in Europe. And once they get clarity in the United States. I do not own enough Robinhood, bro. $2 million call buyers betting on this $100 strike. Insanely bullish flow. I do not own enough Robinhood. Robinhood, B of A reiterates buy. I'm adding a chapter, Robinhood GLORY. $95 price target. That would be $23 higher than Ricky's top call. Hood just reclaimed its IPO high. Look at all these people that could have got my silver platter calls a long time ago on this. I was the idiot that didn't buy it when I was looking at it at $10. I waited like an idiot. These people are now just getting into it. It's starting to run like an S&P leak, says Nostradamus. Who's that guy? Idiot. Oh, yeah. See this right here, guys? Ricky calls top, $72. Really, that should have been Ricky calls support because it never dipped below it. He called it top and it's never dipped below it. Oh, I take it back. It wicked below it one day. Fireside chat. So they're just going to be talking about tokenized stocks in Europe. Hopefully there's more to it than that. Can Robinhood get to $100 this week, bro? Extremely excited to announce Camino will be an official integration partner for X stocks on Solana. What does that mean? Steelers get Jalen Ramsey. How old is he? 30. He's still got a couple years in the tank, most likely. That's going to be one stout defense, man. So Vitalik is in town. South Korea says no to CBDCs. Cardano ADA ETF will be approved this year. Who cares? I don't know why people want ETFs to be approved so badly. You want to be decentralized, but then you want to be centralized. Make that make sense. The Bank of Kazakhstan says they want a Bitcoin reserve. What is their GDP? $12.50. This summer is already dangerously hot. It's been mild here, bro. Why profitable traders rotate fast? Scott Redler. I like Scott Redler. El Salvador buys 1 Bitcoin a day. Are they still doing that? Here's Ink. Kraken's Layer 2. Bitcoin is officially weak. So today could be the highest close in the history of Bitcoin. Hood pushing $88. Bitcoin 107. It's down. Let's take a look at the monthly. The month ends today. So today is going to be the monthly close. And so far, and it needs to be 104,645. Nibbed on MMA. I'm assuming you mean mRNA. Technical analysis says short it. Well, let's make sure. That's what it was an hour, 30 minutes ago. Let's see if it still shows that. Yeah, I would have shorted it at 28.63. Not assuming you can't read, just like you can't read your TA. Oh, bro, I can't read what the F you're saying because it doesn't make any sense. This got to the bull market support band and failed. Let's throw in a little bit more TA. Let's do a long-term fib on this bitch. Let's see what the fibs say. Fibs don't really say a whole lot. It's in a bear flag. There's nothing about this that says buy. Nothing. I would put my money where my mouth is, but I don't want to root against you. I want you to make money, bro. I wish you would stop investing in stupid shit. Your thesis is like, if the stock is near bankruptcy, you should YOLO into it. Like, this is either going to zero or putting your kids through college, and it's 90% chance it's going to zero. I gave you, oh my goodness, it's so frustrating that I hand you wins left and right, and you choose to invest in Neo and Jimmy and Space. I beg you, bro. I beg you, please start investing more wisely. You're young. Do you want to retire or do you want to be homeless? Because right now you're on a collision course to homeless. You're a smart person, I think. Oh, I should check my microphone. I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, it's fine. Hello. You got to let your soul glow. What's the play in Rocket Lab? Any profit? No. Nope. This one is Russell 2000 now. Great. I mean, it's a risky play. Because if a rocket blows up, that can be a setback. But I'm very bullish this stock. This is 100 billion plus market cap. So $100, $200. This is I'm setting this and forgetting it, bro. I'm setting Robinhood and I'm forgetting it. Coinbase, I'm going to be selling. But Robinhood is going nowhere. Rocket Lab, where's Rocket Lab going? You want to know where Rocket Lab's going? In my portfolio? Not the price. You want to know where Rocket Lab's going in my portfolio, bro?
Hits the guy with the bandages around his head, right? Why? Because he's smart. He knows the guy with the bandage around his ass, he ain't going nowhere. He's going nowhere. Where you going?
Nowhere. It wasn't very loud. That's where Rocket Lab's going. The price is going to the moon. It's going nowhere because it's staying in my portfolio, bro. I am bullish AF Rocket Lab. $100 stock, easy. You have a scheduled time? Yeah, every morning, Monday through Friday at 6:30 a.m. PST, my friend. And then sometimes I stream at night. Not very much lately, but we get a crypto alt season. I'll be streaming more at night, that's for sure. All right, let's see if this Robinhood shit's kicking off. Usually I stream for about an hour and a half. I am off this week on vacation, and this morning I do want to cover this shit. See what they have to say. Oh yeah, let's have a really stupid opening video that no one cares about, bro. No pullback, no sell, and nope. That's how we're. No, bro, I'm not selling my Rocket Lab. It's a hold. You're so funny, Ricky. Was that Vlad, by the way? Douchebag ass Vlad.
Right. Welcome to the French Riviera and the historic Chateau de la Croix des Gardes.
Is that Roaring Kitty?
You guys staying cool? All right. Don't
Is that
worry.
Roaring
You
Kitty,
can
Ricky?
Unbutton a little bit. This is probably the most I can do.
Sell the news?
Thank
Maybe.
You for coming to
Maybe you might get your top pick, bro.
And our first big event in Europe. You'll find out how these pieces fit together in just a moment. It's been an exciting year for this community. How many of you are feeling more optimistic than ever about the future of crypto? Great. Me too. And we've survived some dark times, haven't we? But finally, clear regulations are coming into effect in the European Union. This means we now have the clarity to unleash
a copyright strike?
Innovations that crypto makes possible. Meanwhile, the US, after years of attempting to obliterate the crypto industry, is finally ready to catch up to the rest of the world. We as an industry find ourselves now at an important precipice. We have a chance to prove to the world what we've believed all along, that crypto is much more than a speculative asset. It has the potential to become the backbone of the global financial system. So what we're hoping to do today, two things to turn this from a possibility to an inevitability. One, cross that divide by rolling out new products for our US and EU customers, products that go beyond Bitcoin and meme coins and show fundamental utility. And two, give the crypto community outside the EU a glimpse of the better future that's possible when crypto and traditional financial services fully merge. Here to join me in doing this is Tanya Denisova, the Chief Operating Officer of Robinhood Crypto. Welcome her up.
Is she hot? Hey, baby.
Thank you for being here, Tanya.
Thanks for having me.
You've been in crypto now for how many years?
I got into crypto 9 years ago when I stumbled upon a job offer for a crypto company I'd never heard of before. I Googled it and fell down a rabbit hole learning about Bitcoin. I thought it was just the coolest thing I'd ever heard of.
A true believer. Did you buy Bitcoin at that time?
Of course I did, Vlad.
And did you sell it?
Unfortunately, I did sell some of it.
That's too bad. And we also have Johan Kerbrat, our head of Robinhood Crypto.
Jason in the house.
Hey,
That time your lazy ass showed
Thanks
up.
for having me here. And since I know you're going to ask, I got into crypto 15 years ago.
Actually, I wasn't going to ask.
Kylo
Thanks for
Ren.
telling me. 15 years, really? That's a long time, Johan. Why are you working for me?
Well, I kind of did a Tanya, and when Bitcoin hit $1, I thought there's no way this goes any higher, so I sold it all. But, really, I'm basically an engineer, so the reason I'm here is I believe in this technology, and I want to make it less complex and more accessible to more people. So what do I mean by that?
We're ready to hear it, Johan.
Sorry, I got carried away. But it can really be viewed in two ways. One is as a tradable asset, like Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin. I think you all know that here. The other piece is as a fundamental piece of technology that could reshape financial services. And I think this second idea is really underexplored.
Surprisingly, I actually agree with everything you just said. And that reveals a big question that I've been wrestling with for much of the past 2 years. And that question is, what would Robinhood look like if it was rebuilt from the ground up entirely on crypto technology? And that's exactly what we'll be showing you today.
Well, before we get to that, one thing we noticed while preparing
He's
this
training
video
hard. Is he not
that
streaming
while we're all
today?
Americans, all of us were also born here in Europe. I moved from St. Petersburg to the US when I was 2 years old.
And I've talked about growing up in Bulgaria so much that they make memes about it. Like this one.
That's
I'm
Foreign
actually
Kitty,
from
right?
Here, from Cannes. I lived here for 10 years. And used to
Oh,
skate
look,
the
come
quads
on,
and
me,
doing all
Kevin. Are
tourists
you
like
biting my
most of you
rhymes,
guys.
bro?
2 years old.
And I've talked
Unfortunately,
about
there is
growing
no
up in
meme about it.
Bulgaria so much
Not yet,
that they
anyway.
make memes about it. So the reason we're telling you all this is
Like
because
this
we're
one.
excited to be in Europe. You may
And
have
I'm
mentioned
actually from
Robinhood
here,
here.
from Cannes. I lived here for 10 years and used to skate on the Croisette, bothering all the...
All right, come on. This is boring.
So are you, me,
Back to
Kevin.
this.
Oh, you go. What?
I don't think it's
What a
$6 trillion
loser.
in money market funds.
Doesn't look like
It's
he's
sometimes
training. Oh, let's go to what CNBC has to say. No one gives a shit, bro.
Hey, can you repeat the name of this place again?
I was looking at the French people and they nodded affirmatively. So, but touche. The point of today, hundreds of millions of people all over Europe are about to get access to a whole new Robinhood for the very first time.
Until an hour ago,
Of course this
Robinhood
is
was only
scripted.
fully rolled out in 6 countries
But hey,
worldwide.
baby, right?
There's the Robinhood crypto app in Italy, Spain, Poland, and Lithuania. And of course, in the US and UK, there's our brokerage app. And that's it.
However, starting today, I'm excited to announce that Robinhood Crypto will now be available in these countries as well. France, of course. Let's see if you can guess the next one. Someone? Germany. And
Oh,
what about this
Kurt.
one?
Good for you, brother.
Anyone know what country this is from?
Oh, this is gay as
Vlad,
hell.
maybe?
This shit wants my
Sounds
buffet.
very much like the anthem I
This
heard
is super
every day
gay.
in school when I was a young boy in Bulgaria.
Okay, guys. No one came here to hear every country's national anthem one by one. To cut
Thank
to the
you.
chase, we are now live across the entire EU and EEA.
Hey.
So all together with the UK, Robinhood is
This is a
accessible in
weak-ass
total of
announcement so
31
far.
countries on this continent alone.
31 amazing countries. And some of the regulators and policymakers who made this possible are actually in the audience tonight. So let's give them a round of applause for their support. Thanks for making this possible. I should also
They
add
just did this
that we
shit
aren't
to
just
do a
expanding
get a
Robinhood
vacation to
crypto
France.
more countries. No,
By the
we're
way,
significantly
Tom and
changing
Tony
what
were in
Robinhood
France
does
last
and
week.
offers.
They
And I'm
should have
not
been here
gonna
for
ruin it
this.
for you all tonight, and hopefully Tanya won't. We'll be getting into all of these new features in great detail.
So for
MK,
everyone
MK
watching
has
in the EU
ADHD,
right
of
now,
course.
Robinhood is now
He's on the
fully rolled
spectrum.
out and
But so am
available
I,
in the App
right?
Store
What do I
and
have?
Google
I have
Play.
something.
So you can download it now or update your app if you're already a user. You might notice a slight change in the name of the app, and the reason
What
for
did I
that
test
is going to
positive
become
for? I don't
clear
even
over the
remember.
course of the evening.
Autism?
You may want to take a moment to download it now because there might be a surprise
Uh-oh.
at the end for those who are on the app.
In America, we call that foreshadowing. And I'll just jump in and add a third reason
Down
to
syndrome.
download
How's
it.
that
Because there's a whole new asset class coming to the EU app.
Uh-oh.
Introducing perpetual futures.
Uh-oh. Great way to lose your money.
Exciting, isn't it?
No.
We call this, it's like a little appetizer.
It's
for
a great way to
the
lose
main
your
course.
money is what that
Or the
is.
amuse-bouche, I guess.
Yes, or aperitif. Traditionally, perpetual futures have had clunky, overly complicated interfaces, particularly on mobile. So we've spent a lot of time refining and chiseling, and I believe we've crafted perhaps the
So far it's not really sell the rumor or sell the news. If it is, this is a pickup. As buffet as I think a lot of this announcement is, this is going to be a lot of income on their bottom line going forward. So I'm still extremely bullish this stock. Like this is a $200 or $300 plus stock in the future, in my opinion. This is still, in my opinion, I'm not selling. This is a long-term hold.
them.
Yeah, speaking personally, after having seen some of the interfaces, I would have no idea where to even begin figuring out how to place an order.
I
And-
agree
and I
with
get it, Tanya.
Jason,
You know,
though,
I
that
actually counted
Vlad is shady.
it takes to place
I mean, what he did during the Jimmy thing was really messed up. But,
we really got the
like,
feeling that they
he also had to make a decision
no other choice.
because it could
When we
have
designed
bankrupted
perpetual
him.
futures on Robinhood, we worked to make it as seamless as possible, much more intuitive, and less frustrating.
Now, before we get started, by a show of hands, how many people here have actually traded perps?
But come on.
Looks like a lot of you have never traded them before. So for those who don't know, you can just sort of break down the name. So first of all, it's basically a future where you
This
say
is
the price is going to be
lame
X, Y,
as
or Z,
shit.
and it's perpetual, meaning that they don't have an expiration.
Am I buying
date, so
more?
you don't
No.
need to constantly
Bro, I'm
monitor
out
the
of
dates
buying.
of your
What
different
am I going to
contracts.
buy it
Now,
with?
like crypto spot,
Like,
you
I
can
could
go
sell
long, but what's
Coinbase to
different
buy
here
some,
is
but
you
I
can
think
also short the
Coinbase is
asset.
going to 500
And
plus.
obviously,
So
something that is very popular with perps is to use leverage, enabling advanced trader to increase their exposure with less capital. So on one end, it's a powerful institutional-grade financial instrument, but unfortunately, most of the time, when you want to trade perps, you are being attacked with a screen that looks like my old TI-83 calculator. In
I've been in Robinhood for
This
3
is why I don't
months.
trade
I mean,
perps. But that ends today.
sometimes,
Not just
like,
for me, but
you
hopefully for a
expect
lot
me
of
to
you as
just
well.
constantly
Let's show
be
you how it
moving in,
works.
and I'm not a day trader, bro.
As you can see on the screen,
I
this is the
I
ETH
sit
page
there.
in the Robinhood EU app.
Okay, Ethereum is pretty stable at 2,000. So
I sit there and I pick my plays and then I pounce. And then I wait and I make shitloads of money. You see that profit and loss right there on Coinbase? Not bad, bro. Not bad. And that's not even the true story because I sold some at a massive profit. How's my Robinhood profit and loss looking? I've been in it for, what is it, 2 months now? It was March, right? 3 months. March, April, May, June. I've been in Hood for 3 months. And in the IRA, we're up 24 grand. No. Am I selling it? No. There's a lot more money to be made there, bro.
Feature is how you can set profit and loss on the order. This is really cool and changed the whole experience for me. So we took
Going to
the
800?
innovative
I hope
ladder
so.
that our team designed for futures in the US, and we made our own profit and loss ladder. So you can track the price of ETH moving in real time and
This is
decide
stupid.
when to take profit by moving the slider here, let's say about 10%.
Robinhood
and
88
easily
going
set
up,
the stop
baby.
loss to help protect your capital. Let's say below 5%. Well, it's ETH, so maybe 8%.
And we heard from our customers that they didn't like having to constantly type and update their take profit and stop loss. And it was difficult to do it on a mobile phone. So we made it possible for you to easily change your stop loss with just this swipe of a finger.
So it's incredibly intuitive
Stop
and
loss.
easy. And once your orders are placed,
Scam.
you can access them easily.
I bet
through your
Meet Kevin's,
position
ooh,
hubs
they got
and
stop
see all
losses.
in
Do they
one
got
place
trailing
and act on
stops?
them.
And as we announced a few weeks ago, we closed our acquisition of Bitstamp, the longest continually running crypto exchange in the world. And now Bitstamp is the engine powering perpetual futures. Bitstamp is making possible a lot of other things to help execute the larger crypto vision that Vlad mentioned earlier, like what you see on the screen.
No one wants
So
to
we are
hear
looking
this
forward
French
to
guy
Bitstamp
that you can
becoming
barely
the
understand,
foundation
bro.
of a brand new a brand new global crypto age for Robinhood.
Is my face melting yet?
You surprised me.
Okay, thank you, Johan and Tanya. This has already been a huge unlock for us. In the EU, perpetual futures trading will start rolling out later this summer. So, if you're an advanced trader, it's a great time to get familiar with the incredible interface Tanya and Johan just showed you. And by the way, when are perps coming to the US?
So obviously the technology
I don't
is
know,
here, and you just
Jason.
saw it. It's all on the
I don't-
Robinhood
it doesn't
platform.
sound like
if and
it.
when the CFTC approves the launch of crypto perps, we'll be ready.
Right
And by
now,
the way,
so
we also
Jason's
introduced
asking if they're going to do
micro
like
futures
their
on
own
Bitcoin,
coin
Solana,
or
and
chain,
XRP.
like Ink
And
or
long-dated
Base.
futures are coming soon.
It doesn't sound like
But
it.
in the meantime, we have a lot of new products to talk about for the US.
Uh-oh.
Good transition. I like the office.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I'd like to see more of that around the office, by the way.
Thanks, Vlad.
Yeah,
I
because
will
that's
work on it
all
for
being
you.
done through
All right, guys,
Bitstamp, which they
let's
recently
get into some
bought.
of the features we've been working on specifically for our US customers. There are a lot of them to cover. It's been a busy year, and we've been taking action on some of your biggest requests.
True, we have some major upgrades to announce for our active traders. First of all, as some of you may have seen already, crypto is now available on Robinhood Legend, which is our new state-of-the-art desktop platform. And some of the things people really love about it are the customized indicators and the ability to trade directly from the chart.
And because it's given our traders such an advantage, some of them started asking, when is Legend coming to mobile? And we were a bit unclear about what they meant initially, until we started talking to customers, and it turns out what they really wanted were the powerful charts and indicator on the mobile interface that they know and love. So voila, here they are.
Voila, no one cares.
Advanced charts are now here for equities and will be coming later this summer for crypto at no additional cost. We think this will be by far the best charting you can get on your phone.
And our next update is something that will
Who
reward
wants to
our
chart
most
on their
active
phone,
users.
dude?
Smart exchange routing finds the best available price across multiple partner exchanges. That makes it possible for us to provide crypto fee tiers so that your rate goes down as the amount you trade with us goes up. This is something our most active crypto traders have been very excited about. And the numbers you see on the screen are based on your rolling 30-day volume. Most importantly, it's rolling out now and will soon be available on our trading API as well.
So far, these
You pay
announcements are
only 10
yawn.
pips with 5 million plus in volume, all blended, no maker taker. These rates are fantastic.
And, I checked, unfortunately, you don't qualify for this rate. But you actually could use another feature. Starting now, Robinhood is the only major platform in the US where you can choose exactly which specific crypto holding you're selling when you're trading, allowing you greater management of your capital gains and
That's
losses.
kind of cool.
Profit is really only profit after you pay your taxes, so having this ability is really going to be useful.
For those of you with paper hands like Johan here, this is going to be especially helpful.
He's just harvesting his losses.
Sure he is. Sure he is.
So another exciting addition to our US app is our AI investing assistant, Cortex, which will soon be available for crypto for our gold customers. Cortex brings together the highest quality
This sounds
market
pretty
data,
cool,
trends,
too.
news, and company earnings, with the goal of giving you
So one thing Robinhood has right now, and it's really smart, and it's going to cause like their future earnings to probably just moon the stock, is they're offering, I don't know, like 4%. So you put your crypto over there and they give you a 4% match. So you could put $1 million over there and get, I don't know, what is 4%? 40,000? That would be insane.
The very annoying thing, though, is that I don't want cashback.
But you'd have to have your crypto on Robinhood. And I don't know how long it has to stay there.
Customers can actually automatically purchase their favorite token using the regular gold card or one of our brand new crypto card design right here.
The gold card that I can't get because I don't have,
I like the
have like
Ethereum card for me.
hardly any money
You're
over
just
there.
sucking up to the ETH maxis in the audience, aren't you?
I will not confirm or deny that. Now, as Vlad mentioned, all of this is landing in the US first. However, we're looking to bring all these features to the EU app in the future as well.
Finally, one of our most popular features in the EU app has actually been missing in the US. And this has been one of the main recurring requests from our customers. So you'll be happy to hear that starting today, staking, yes, staking,
Ooh.
is now available in the US.
That's kind of cool. I
Now,
guess.
before we get into the details, I want to talk a little bit about staking and why it matters. Wax poetic, if you will.
What sound, Vlad?
So one of the things that makes crypto so robust is that there's no central authority.
What do you mean
and
that's
the
what you're
transactions
using?
are
Oh, high
maintained
yield
by a
savings
distributed
account?
network that's open and
You
available.
use the Robinhood. I put
And
some
part of
money
what
over
makes this
there
so compelling
because of
is
the
that
savings.
anyone is able to participate in maintaining the network. You are the network.
But that's
So
different than
staking
getting
is
like
not just
putting
about
your
earning
crypto over there and
rewards,
getting
although that's very
free
nice.
money.
It's also about doing our part individually and collectively to secure this amazing infrastructure that we're all helping to build. And now it's easier than ever to do so on Robinhood. We're starting with Ethereum and Solana staking. Voila, here they are.
Excuse
Also,
me.
to help you get more to stake, we currently have a deposit boost running for crypto season. The current offer has a deposit goal that the community needs to reach in order to receive a 2% boost. But to end crypto week on an even more positive note, we're removing that minimum.
So for both our EU and US customers,
2%.
if you deposit crypto
I think you can
before
get it
July
boosted.
7,
It was
we'll boost
that
amount by
4% thing
2%.
might be over.
There's no deposit goal to it and no limit to how much you can earn. And don't worry, if you already deposited as part of his promotion, you will get the 2%. Anyway, that wraps us our US update. Let's zoom out a bit now and get into one of the most exciting applications of crypto today. One that will fundamentally redefine what's tradable and where it's traded.
You may have already guessed our next update. Yes,
They
now
don't let
is
you
the
transfer
time
crypto off.
when
I don't
we
know
get
if that's
into
true, is
tokenization.
it?
So I believe that
I don't know, bro.
tokenization is going to open the door to a massive trading revolution, making it possible to own or even fractionally own all kinds of real-world assets and financial
And what is me,
instruments
Kevin,
that were
talking
never
about, bro?
accessible or tradable by most people before. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this for years,
How do
including
you
from
know they
me
don't? You've
and
tried?
more recently from some of our
You
competitors.
can transfer it in, but you
But
can't
not a lot of
transfer it out.
action. Not a lot of action. Well, that ends today, literally right now, because over the past year, Johan, Tanya, and the rest
Yeah,
of the
Rob,
crypto
you
team
tried
have been
transferring
working
it
very
out?
hard to make this a reality. Now, the big question we faced was, what shall we tokenize first? So we asked ourselves,
Oh, you can't. I thought
what
they
about
had a
bonds?
wallet where you
Should
could.
we tokenize some bonds? What do you all think? Okay, not a lot of excitement about that, I see. How about mutual funds? Mutual funds would be a great thing to tokenize. Very, very cool. Maybe private credit? Carbon credits. Okay, how about tokenized Bitcoin? Okay, yes, that was a trick question. Just wanted to make sure everyone was still paying attention. As we got to thinking about what to tokenize, we saw an opportunity not to just do this with an
I have
asset
the hood
class that
price
we
right here,
understood
bitch.
very well because we pioneered commission-free trading in it, but also to solve a pain point that we saw from our European customers, which is while they love crypto, they really want exposure to US stocks as well. So we're really excited to announce that it is now possible for our European customers to get exposure to hundreds of major US stocks like Apple, Nvidia, and Amazon, in addition to ETFs, in tokenized form, all on chain, with thousands more coming by the end of the year. Introducing stock tokens on Robinhood.
Here we go, says Manny.
Now,
Where?
stock tokens are a bit of a technically complex trading product, but we've worked hard to make the experience
they say
as
Solana, I'm
intuitive
gonna
as
be
possible
so
for our
bummed.
eligible traders. In large part, the crypto technology powering
Me,
all
Kevin's
this
not even covering
lies
this
under
because
the
he's a
hood,
bitch.
and we'll be lifting that hood up for you a little bit later. In the meantime, I want to introduce Song Lee,
Look
who's
what
our
he's
head of
talking
product
about.
for crypto.
The
to show you
Chicago
what
Business
trading stock
Barometer.
tokens
What a
is gonna
moron.
look like. Song?
Thanks, Vlad. So I've been in crypto for about 7 years, almost as long as Tanya.
Oh,
And at
Robinhood's
every
moving
crypto
on this
conference I go
news.
to, the main topic is always about mass adoption. I feel like I've heard that mass adoption is 1 year away every year. Actually, there's an Ethereum conference just next door, and one of the topics is about, you guessed it, mass adoption. But what we've realized while driving usage with millions of customers to Robinhood Crypto is that real adoption isn't going to happen from forcing people to understand how the blockchain works, and especially not from having them farm rewards on every new crypto app. It's going to happen not just by making the technology better, but by making the interface so easy and intuitive to use that the technical part is almost invisible. The same reason why hundreds of millions of people started using ChatGPT so quickly. And so that's what we've done with stock tokens.
Robinhood's
We've made it
moving.
easy, intuitive, and fast while keeping the complicated technology under the hood. So to show you how this works, I'm going to walk you through what buying a stock looks like on the traditional brokerage compared to buying stock tokens. Here, on the left side of the screen, you'll see the US app where you can buy equities the traditional way. On the right, the EU app with stock tokens. So starting from this page, let's say we're interested in Apple. We're going to enter in the amount I want to buy, about 100 euros of Apple. Hit review. Swipe up. And your trade is complete.
Pushing 89,
And that is
Ricky.
it. So what's amazing
You're
is that
saying you need a
having
telescope to
consistent
see it?
experience across both apps, but the technology making
You're
this
so
possible
annoying,
is
bro.
completely different. In fact, if we weren't telling you that this was a token that you were buying with this token badge right here, you'd have no idea this was a blockchain transaction. But actually, if you do tap on this badge, that's where you'll learn all about trading stock tokens in the Robinhood app. And I'm going to quickly cover the highlights. First, as some of you may have been wondering, you won't be missing out on dividends by holding stock tokens. You'll get those payments, along with any stock splits that might happen, directly.
Kraken's
to the
doing
account
this
where you're
too.
holding
We
your token.
covered that earlier, but
You'll also
you were
have
late.
access to ETFs. Through stock
Yeah,
tokens,
your
you
arrow.
can gain exposure to the most popular US ETFs like VOO, SPY, and more.
Ricky's referring to
Finally,
his top
we're
call
bringing
right
the
here, by the
same
way,
zero commission
everyone.
trading that our users in the US love to the EU.
You should
There
have
will
your
be
wrench
no
taken away
commissions,
for that
No
call.
hidden fees, and no added spreads on stock tokens from Robinhood. One thing I should note is that there is a 0.10% FX conversion fee when your euros are automatically converted to dollars during the trade. And that's one of the lowest rates available anywhere. So let's show you how our European app has evolved with the introduction of stock tokens.
You know, Robinhood
Now,
does
our app
like one of the
transitions
few
from being a
places that
crypto-only app to an all-in-one
does
investment app powered
24/7
by
stock
crypto,
trading.
all at one of the
Now
lowest
they're
costs
adding
available.
that so that you can
So
trade
like
this
John hinted
around
at
the
earlier,
world.
We've changed the name of the app to
Money.
reflect this. Robinhood Crypto is now just Robinhood. Here, you'll get perpetual futures, zero-fee Bitcoin trading, and zero commission
And Ricky's
US stock
asking if I'm
ETF
going to
tokens
sell?
all in one place.
Are you kidding
This
me?
is just the beginning of a major expansion of what's possible for Robinhood's customers in the EU and in the future around the world, all powered through blockchain
I'm getting a
technology.
Robinhood sticker for the
I'm
Tesla
incredibly
that
excited
it buys
about
me.
this, and I hope you are too. So I'm going to turn it over to Vlad to explain a little bit more about how this works.
All right. Thanks, Son. Very cool. Give him a round of applause. These
How
people
does
are
this
very
work?
hard.
What chain? Come on.
All right. As of today, this is available now on the Robinhood app for all eligible
What
European
chain?
customers. And we're hard at work making it available everywhere else in the world as well. Of course, subject to local rules and regulations. Now, stock tokens may not be the easiest product to understand at first blush. So I'm wondering if you're curious about how all this works behind the scenes.
Yes.
I can
What
show
chain?
you if you'll
What
bear
chain?
with me. I find the whole process behind what Song showed you fascinating. I'll also share a little bit about how it will
Roaring
evolve
Kitty
in the
needs a
near future,
haircut, bro.
potentially scale to pretty much any asset. This is a chalkboard.
It's
I've been
20% of
told
material.
that,
You should,
Cary
yeah.
Grant
It's
wrote
more
on
like
this
50%,
on the
and
set
you
of
have no
Detective
idea how
Pete,
much I
which was filmed
appreciate
here,
it,
by the way.
Ricky. I
I don't know
appreciate
if
your
I
bad
believe it,
calls
but I
more
have
than
been
you
told
can
this.
imagine.
Okay, so here you are. Our European customer. There's your mobile phone. And let's say you wanted
Ada?
to
Oh,
buy
yeah, it's not
some
going to. Ada.
Apple stock.
Could you
What
imagine
happens
if it
is
was
that order
Cardano?
is transmitted to our back end. And then it's transmitted to a US broker. Now, this is a registered TradFi broker-dealer that will buy a traditional share from what I'll call a TradFi market. Now, this could be a market maker or an exchange like the NYSE or the NASDAQ. Then, that share is transmitted back to the US broker. It's custodied in traditional form, and it gets sent to what we call our tokenization engine.
Which runs on?
Now, this is where the magic really happens. So, for every share that's being purchased from the TradFi market, one token is being minted, and this represents the exposure to this share.
On
And
what
then
chain,
that
bro?
token gets transmitted back to you. So, what this means is, right now, every time you place a trade, an actual traditional share is being purchased from the market, held in custody, and a fresh token is minted. Then, similarly, when you want to sell these shares, the process goes in reverse. Robinhood instructs the introducing broker to sell the share, the underlying share in the open market. Then we burn the token, give you the proceeds. And this is all
$89 hood. I don't know if they're going to say
24
what
hours a
chain.
day, 5 days a week. So I'll call this phase one.
Are they going to go 24/7,
Okay.
bro?
And let's talk about what happens in phase two. which hopefully will be rolling out to customers in the next few months.
Robinhood will hit
So,
$90
in phase 2,
today.
we see the introduction of Bitstamp by Robinhood.
Uh-oh.
Now, what happens with Bitstamp is it's put alongside the TradFi market.
On what
And
chain?
the tokenized instruments would be listed there, just like normal cryptos like Bitcoin and ETH.
Sol would be the fastest and
And
cheapest, but
we
probably
now have
break.
a choice. So let's say the TradFi market is closed like it is on weekends and holidays. We can send your orders to Bitstamp. But if it's open, then we can send it to the TradFi market and benefit from the centuries of liquidity that's been building on these traditional markets. So you really would get the best of both worlds. And then this unlocks 24/7 trading,
Uh-oh.
which is very cool. But that's not all.
Uh-oh.
Phase 3 is
Uh-oh.
when things really start to cook.
Uh-oh.
Also
Cook.
a few months away. This is when the
You know
possibilities
Cook has hit a peak
really
when
start to
Vlad
multiply.
says it.
Okay? And if you bear with me
Let Vlad cook.
with my schematic, we should probably do that. So in phase 3, you're integrating directly with the blockchain. So we're working on unlocking the ability for you to take these kinds of tokens outside of our walled garden and into your wallet, into the world of DeFi. How would you feel about self-custodying your stock tokens?
I love it. I McLove it.
It's cool, right?
I McLove it.
Well, it just might be available soon in your Robinhood wallet. So what this means, you could take your
I don't
stock
McLove
tokens
that.
off of Robinhood, control your keys, integrate directly with the blockchain, and take advantage of all the amazing utilities that developers, including many of you here, are building. So this could mean collateralized lending and borrowing, swapping, really self-custody in its very pure form. Now, the beauty of this process is that it transfers pretty easily to any type of asset. So you can kind of circumscribe this part here. And you could replace this US stockbroker with, say, an art broker or a real estate broker, swap out the appropriate market or exchange. Outside of the token stuff, everything is pretty fungible and interchangeable. So we look forward to expanding your trading options with the assets that you care about most.
Is that Robinhood hit $90?
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, did Robinhood hit $90?
Was looking backstage. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering
Should I
what
sell?
is this piece of critical technology, Vlad.
Oh, this thing. Yes, that is a hat, or as the French would call it, a beret.
Vlad, you know what I meant.
Ah, this thing here. Well, that would be the blockchain, in case you couldn't tell from my amazing sketch.
Are you gonna
or
tell me,
blueprint,
bro?
Really. Right now, it's Arbitrum.
Oh.
We've been working on something really special.
Uh-oh.
And it's still a little bit early, but I think there's no better time to share it with you all than right now. Introducing
Breaking news.
the Robinhood chain.
Oh no! Oh my goodness, we're going
This
to
is the
$100,
first
bro.
Blockchain optimized for real-world assets,
Uh-oh.
from real estate to art to stocks.
Oh my
with the right
goodness.
technology
Oh, I don't
and
have enough
regulatory
Robinhood.
infrastructure needed to
I don't
carry
have
the
enough
entire
Robinhood.
traditional financial system on its back into the future.
And our goal with stock token on the Robinhood chain is that in the near future, you will be able to seamlessly transfer your assets in seconds. And your ability to trade will not be reliant.
Let's get a Meet Kevin live reaction.
Infrastructure that we're all helping to build. And now, it's easier than ever to do so on Robinhood. We're starting with Ethereum and Solana staking, and we have...
Oh, he's so far behind, bro.
Voila, here they are.
Also, to help you get more to stake, we currently have a deposit boost running.
He's behind. What the hell?
That will continue to grow. So we'll continue to work with regulators and bring the entire Robinhood ecosystem on-chain, starting with tokenized assets like stocks, perpetual futures, DeFi, of course, spot crypto trading. And from there, we're planning to open the doors much wider. So, and we've been talking to a lot of the developers in the room about this already. If you're interested in being one of our
No, he's
first
too tired
developers,
from all the
we
running.
would like to open the doors much wider. So please reach out to us.
And when Vlad says about opening the door much wider on our chain, there is one new asset that comes up a lot. So I want to pre-announce it now because I think it really fits the
You
Robinhood
can't,
mission.
you can't, you
And
can't.
that's private company stock.
Oh.
These are a
Arba?
massive wealth generator for a very small group of rich, well-connected insider who get access to these deals.
Nice.
Like Vlad.
Even I actually have.
You knew it
difficulty
was going to
getting
be
into some of these
Ethereum
deals.
based because they're talking to
And crypto
Vitalik.
has the power to solve this inequality.
That's going to be a big
The real
one.
question is,
a
what is
lot of the
Ethereum
technologies
doing?
changing the world are startups. And I'm sure many of you would love to invest in the companies that you're using or hearing about every day. But with more and more of these companies staying private, even at huge valuations, it's just not accessible.
Like you could buy SpaceX according to what they're
as an
saying. That's
example of
massive.
What's possible. Imagine how your investing portfolio would change if it were possible to get early exposure to private companies like SpaceX and
With their
OpenAI,
digital service
which are now
tax,
worth
and
billions of
Hassett
dollars.
says we
That
are
would be
back to
exciting to
negotiating
hear, wouldn't
with
it?
Canada now.
But
Oh,
why
shut the
talk
hell
about
up.
doing it later when we can do it right now?
Uh-oh.
You may have been wondering what this awesome
Are we gonna hit $100
briefcase that I
this
walked
week?
in with was for.
Maybe you should drop a rack. Bro, you should have
I'm
dropped a rack
holding in my
at 40
hands right
bucks
now
when I did.
keys to the first ever stock tokens for OpenAI. And not just OpenAI, but also SpaceX.
Oh,
SpaceX is in here
snap,
too.
son.
If you download the Robinhood EU app, which we gave you ample warning to do,
I can't
you're
download
about
that.
to
I'm in the
figure out
United
why we
States.
gave you that warning. I'd like to transfer these tokens to you and give you exposure to two of the most valuable private
People
companies
just
in the
got
world
free
right now.
SpaceX and OpenAI
We'll give you a week
stock.
to onboard, then we're going to release all the tokens. So as long as you're a Robinhood EU customer, you'll be able to claim
91 and
what
going,
we
bro.
believe are the world's first OpenAI and SpaceX private stock tokens on a decentralized blockchain.
And just remember, the deadline is end of day on Monday, July 7th, or July 7th. This is really exciting, and I can't wait to see it.
Coming from Johan, that means
This
a lot.
is
the last time
buy
this
the
guy was
rumor,
excited
buy the
was when
news,
Bitcoin
bro.
hit $1.
This is massive.
So what I'm going to do is send the OpenAI and SpaceX stock
I
tokens
want
to
XAI
Johan,
stock,
and,
Jason.
he's going to distribute them from the
F
Robinhood
SpaceX.
entity
I want
to everyone that
XAI
signs up.
and
So I should
OpenAI. I want
caveat,
AI
don't do
stocks,
what I'm
bro.
doing, which is import your wallet across a live stream. 'Cause I'm a very sophisticated individual, but generally, yeah, that's good advice. So I'm going to import. I caught the last word from my crypto steal here. I'm going to enter my PIN, very secure, and wait for it to be imported,
Bitcoin's moving.
working. Hopefully the 5G spins a little bit.
What is me, Kevin, putting some money on Robinhood?
Well, it's hot. Even internet has sweating.
Experience
That
across both
is
apps, but the
very
technology
true.
making this possible is completely different. In fact,
Okay.
we weren't telling you that this was a
What do you
He's
think, Johan?
what a loser.
We could also use the other phone.
Ah.
With multiple
Me,
phones.
Kevin's like way
Let's
behind.
see.
What's
This one
is?
looks
Am
like
I
it might be
behind on
connected.
him, or
Oh,
is he
never
really
mind.
just?
We didn't even have time.
Voila. Okay. So let's see. There it is. There's the wallet. And you can see in there that we've got our OpenAI and SpaceX shares. So let's see. Let's go to OpenAI right here. And I'm going to send them all to Robinhood Europe for your later disbursement. Shall I?
Yeah, why not?
So he's
Send
giving
them
away
on.
$1 million of OpenAI.
Okay, let's see.
That's pretty tight, bro. And this shit's not going to be available in the U.S.
There we go. $1 million, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, why not? All right. Oh, and you can even look on the blockchain at the
Arbitrum.
transaction ID on Arbiscan. So you know it's the internet because this would be loading very, very quickly.
It's really the 5G with all these people here now.
Yeah. Well,
Are we really?
while it loads, see, actually the wallet was loading faster than Arbiscan, wasn't it?
Well, there's
Yeah,
maybe
such a-
some congestion on the network, so it should go through shortly, and we'll see the confirmation on the blockchain soon. But while Vlad sends
should have
out
sold
the
my
OpenAI
Coinbase and
tokens,
bought
I'm going
Hood.
to show you what that will look like when these tokens
Nah.
land in your Robinhood account. If you already downloaded the app, you will receive the notification you're seeing on the screen right now. Then just open the app and hit Get Started. If you're successfully on board to trade stock token within the next 5 days, you will see the screen right here, then click ahead to see the tokens on your account.
Right now, consider these SpaceX and OpenAI tokens a gift from us. You're going to have to hold on to them for a little bit, but we're working to unlock trading for these on all of our platforms.
Screwed us in
Real-time,
the US,
24/7.
bro.
So, if you see what's happening here, we have the technology built to tokenize exposure to private markets, make them
Crypto's
accessible
moving.
on-chain and off-chain to everyone. And when we're able to roll this out on a global level, I believe this can solve one of the greatest long-standing iniquities in our capital markets today.
I really hope this helps more people realize why crypto is here to stay and make our entire financial system better. To summarize our announcements for today, you can now trade crypto and stock tokens on Robinhood anywhere in the EU, with perpetual futures coming soon. In the US,
All right, let's see if Meet Kevin.
So what this means is, right now, every time you place a trade, an actual traditional share is being purchased from the market, held in custody, and a fresh token is minted. Then similarly, when you want to sell these shares, the process goes in reverse. Robinhood instructs the introducing broker to sell the share, the underlying share in the open market. Then we burn the token, give you the proceeds. And this is all available.
I want to see what he says about Sola's up.
So I'll call this phase 1. Okay. And let's talk about what happens in phase 2, which hopefully will be rolling out to customers.
I want to see what he thinks about the Robinhood chain and XAI and shit.
Bitstamp by Robinhood. Now, what happens with Bitstamp is it's put alongside the TradFi market, and the tokenized instruments would be listed there, just like normal cryptos like Bitcoin and ETH.
Yeah, Solana's up on
We
the
now have
Kraken
Bitstamp.
stuff,
So
I
let's say
guess.
The TradFi market is closed, like it is on weekends and holidays. We can send your orders to Bitstamp, but if it's open, then we can send it to the TradFi market and benefit from.
Okay, so the announcement's pretty much over.
So you really would get the best of both worlds, and then this unlocks,
Hood's starting to slide a little.
which is very cool. But that's not all. Phase 3 is when things really start to cook, also a few months away. This is when the possibilities really start to multiply.
Like, cook!
Now, if you bear with me,
Hey, Kevin, talking about cooking.
we should probably do that. So in phase 3, you're integrating directly with the blockchain. So we're working on unlocking the ability for you to take these kinds of tokens outside of our walled garden and into your wallet, into the world of DeFi. How would you feel about self-custodying your stock tokens? It's cool, right? Well, it just might be available soon in your Robinhood wallet. So what this means, you could take your stock tokens off of Robinhood, control your keys, integrate directly with the blockchain, and take advantage of all the amazing utilities that developers, including many of you here, are building. So this could mean collateralized lending and borrowing, swapping, really self-custody, and it's very.
I'm going to give him a
Now, the beauty of
dislike.
this process is that
I'm
for-
kidding, guys. I'm going to give him a like.
So you can kind of circumscribe this part here, and you could replace this US
House
broker,
hack tokens
say an art
coming
broker or real
soon.
estate broker, swap
House
it to the
scam
market,
token coming
exchange.
soon.
Outside of the token stuff, everything is pretty fungible and interchangeable. So we look forward to expanding your trading options with the assets that you care about most. Pretty cool, huh?
I was looking backstage. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering.
Here we go.
Pretty cool technology, Vlad.
Oh, this thing. Yes, that is a hat, or as the French would call it, beret.
Vlad, you know what I meant.
Ah, this thing here.
Here we
That
go.
would be the blockchain, in case you couldn't tell from my amazing sketch or blueprint, really. Right now, it's Arbitrum, but we've been working on something really special, and it's still a little bit early, but I think there's no better
Here
time
we
to share it
go.
right now.
Me, Kevin seems very uninterested.
this is the first blockchain.
He's fallen asleep,
Real-world
does not
assets,
care.
Real estate to art to science.
Here we got a
The
little
right technology
smile.
And regulatory infrastructure needed to carry the entire traditional financial system on its back into the future.
And our goal with stock token on the Robinhood chain is that in the near future, you will be able to seamlessly transfer your assets in seconds. And your ability to trade will not be reliant on any individual broker or counterparty. So long as the blockchain is
No, they
you
haven't,
will
Jason.
maintain access to your house
Hey, baby,
access.
you got that right.
I feel that as the benefits of this technology become increasingly
This is
clear in
very
the coming years,
exciting
the
shit.
pressure
Do you
on
own
these
Robinhood too,
more and more
Jason?
firms to adopt it will continue to grow.
Jason
So,
takes those silver platter deliveries with seriousness.
on-chain, starting with tokenized assets.
I'm not sure you own Robinhood, though. You don't like blood.
Trading. And from there, we're planning to open the doors much wider. So, and we've been talking to a lot of the developers in the room about this already. If you're interested in being one of our first developers, we would like to open the doors much wider. So please reach out to us.
And when
You do
Vlad
not
says
own
we want to go
Robinhood?
wider on our chain, there is one new asset that comes up a lot. So I want to pre-announce it now because I think it really fits the Robinhood mission, and that's private company stock. These are a massive wealth generator for for a very small group of rich, well-connected insiders who get access to these deals early. Like that.
Even I actually have difficulty getting into some of these deals.
And crypto has the power to solve this inequality.
That's going to be a big one. A lot of the technology is changing the
I don't know
world.
that it's really going
I'm
to
sure many of you
solve
would
the
love to invest in
inequality.
companies that you're using or hearing about every day. But with more and more of these companies staying private, even at huge valuations, it's just not accessible to most people. So as an example of what's possible, imagine how your investing portfolio would change if it were possible to get early exposure to private companies like SpaceX and OpenAI, which are now worth billions of dollars.
That would be exciting to do, wouldn't it? But why talk about doing it later when we can do it right now? You may have been wondering what this awesome briefcase
He
I walked
is.
in with.
He looks like he's not even listening, bro.
I'm holding in my hands right now the keys to the first ever stock tokens for OpenAI. And
Oh,
not
there's
just
the stoner
OpenAI,
laugh.
but also SpaceX. SpaceX is in here too. If you download the Robinhood EU app, which we gave you ample warning to do, you're about to figure out why we did
Robinhood's losing
I'd like to
90.
transfer these tokens to you and give you exposure to two
At
of
the
the most
fib.
valuable private companies in the world right now. We'll give you a week to onboard. Then we're going to release all the tokens. So as long as you're a Robinhood EU
Tokenize
customer,
the
you'll be able to claim
stock
what we believe
of private
are the world's
companies.
first OpenAI and SpaceX private stock tokens on a decentralized blockchain.
And just remember, the deadline is end of day on Monday, July 7th, or July 7th. This is really exciting, and I can't wait to see it.
Coming from Johan, that means a lot. The last time this guy was excited was when Bitcoin hit $1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is send the OpenAI and SpaceX stock tokens to Johan, and he's going to distribute them from the Robinhood entity to everyone that signs up. So I should caveat, don't do what I'm doing, which is import your wallet across a live stream. I'm a very sophisticated individual, but generally, yeah, that's good advice. So I'm going to import. I caught the last word from my crypto steal here. I'm going to enter my PIN, very secure, and wait for it to be imported. It's working. Hopefully the 5G spins a little bit.
Well, you know, it's hot. Even internet has a, sweating.
That is very true. Okay. What do you think, Johan?
We could also use the other phone. Otherwise, there's multiple phones.
Let's see. This one looks like
Getting data to load
never mind.
live
We didn't even have time.
Voila.
in Europe.
Okay. So let's see. There it is. There's the wallet, and you can see in there that we've got our OpenAI and SpaceX shares. So let's see. Let's go to OpenAI right here, and I'm going to send them all to Robinhood Europe for your later disbursement. Shall I?
Yeah, why not? Send $1 million.
Okay. Let's see. There we go. $1 million, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Why not? All right. Oh, and you can even look on the blockchain at the transaction ID on Arbiscan. So you know it's the internet because this would be loading very, very quickly.
It's with the 5G with all these people here now.
Yeah, well, while it loads, see, actually the wallet was loading faster than Arbiscan, wasn't it?
Well, there's maybe some congestion on the network, so it should go through shortly, and we'll see the confirmation on the blockchain soon. But while Vlad sends out the OpenAI tokens, I'm going to show you what that will look like when these tokens land in your Robinhood account. If you already downloaded the app, you will receive the notification you're seeing on the screen right now. Then just open the app and hit Get Started. If you successfully onboard to trade stock token within the next 5 days, you will see the screen right here. Then click ahead to see the tokens on your account.
Right now, consider these SpaceX and OpenAI tokens a gift from us. You're going to have to hold on to them for a little bit, but we're working to unlock trading for these on all of our platforms, real time, 24/7. So if you see what's happening here, we have the technology built to tokenize exposure to private markets, make them accessible on-chain and off-chain to everyone. And when we're able to roll this out on a global level, I believe this can solve one of the greatest long-standing iniquities in our capital markets today.
I really hope this helps more people realize why crypto is here to stay and make our entire financial system better. To summarize our announcement.
Hood, $100 by end of the year, according to Shardy. Give me a break. By the end of the summer, by the end of July.
Soon. For the world, the Robinhood chain is on its way.
Also, I should add some late-breaking news. Just last week, the stablecoin we helped launch, USDG, was approved under the new MiCA regulation in the EU.
USDG, I didn't know that was Robinhood.
So you can look forward to USDG becoming a first-class stablecoin across the entire Robinhood ecosystem.
First-class stablecoin. And this is just the beginning of what we're working to make possible. So thanks for coming today. I hope to see you all at Hood Summit in September, because this isn't it. There's actually a lot more coming to Robinhood.
What'd they say about the
See you all
stablecoin?
there.
Thanks for watching.
Because this is the beginning of what we're working
That's
to
what
make
he's
possible.
interested
in the
in.
EU, where popular alternatives like Tether are banned. So you can look forward to USDG becoming a first-class stablecoin across the entire Robinhood ecosystem.
US what?
In the US,
EG,
we launched staking
dude.
and a host of other features for advanced crypto traders, with more coming soon. For the world, the Robinhood chain is on its way.
Also, I should add some late-breaking news. Just last week, the stablecoin we helped launch, USDG, was approved under the new MiCA regulation in the EU, where popular alternatives like Tether are banned.
So you can look forward to USDG becoming a first-class stablecoin across the
I see.
entire Robinhood ecosystem. First-class stablecoin. And this is just the beginning.
About time you got caught up there, Meat Kevin.
I hope to see you all at Hood Summit in September, because this isn't it. There's actually a lot more coming.
Robinhood going to 150 conservative. JT's still around.
Cool.
Let's
Oh, it
get
got
your
dark.
let's get your opinion, because it's freaking.
Unless they're just fading. I think they're just fading. That's cool how they did that. Well, that's awesome. Okay. So they might end up getting like a circle style pop then. USDG.
He's finally like.
Joined stable.
Ooh, Robinhood might be a good stock to
I'm gonna look
buy.
that up.
Yeah, you guys listen to this idiot.
USDG.
Off your lawnmower.
Global dollar. What do we got here? Join the network.
They're gonna offer
What is
things
it?
like
Now available on
hold your
Solana.
money in USDG and earn
Network
money.
partners, Robinhood. Oh, okay. Well, there are a lot of different partners. Paxos involved in this.
There's a massive.
Yeah, everybody wants a slice.
Yes, of course. Trillions of
Kraken,
dollars.
Paxos.
The new banking, bro.
Okay, I mean, this isn't Robinhood stablecoin. There are a ton of
Just
partners
like
on that.
Circle's not
So,
Coinbase's
unlike
stablecoin,
with
but it is.
Circle's USDC.
Robinhood will make a
This is
bunch of money
pretty-
off
It's
USDG.
useful, but it's not gonna be the profit of
Oh yeah, do you know what makes a lot of money for Coinbase?
Circle,
Me, Kevin?
since it's not their own entirely.
Clown. This guy's a clown right now, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unlike USDC.
I can't see the future.
Interesting. All right. People are still very excited about that. I think this almost got like your circle-like pump right here.
Yeah, that was
You know?
give me a break, bro.
So that's great for
Using
Robinhood.
Webull desktop. Are you
pump
kidding
like
me?
Circle. And look at that. Circle goes down to 182. Yeah, actually, look at that. At 11.16.
Oh, all the money came out of Circle and went
fell.
into
And
Robinhood's my
11,
thesis.
16. I can see it a little bit. But you really had it start rocketing at about 25. Let me see. 25.
Clown.
No, that was more over here. No, I can't see a direct correlation between the two. But that wouldn't surprise me. People hear, what?
JT
Robinhood
really likes
stablecoin?"
me, Kevin.
It's,
Of course you do.
I don't think this is anywhere close to a Circle. Because they're partnered with like 20
He was
different companies.
chasing
we
some
see it
guy.
here
To,
on
oh,
screen.
no, I don't
Here,
know what
you
you're
can see all the
talking
different
about.
Partners. But it gives
This
them
guy's
the opportunity
clueless
to
on
have a
Robinhood.
stablecoin, and again, they're trying to tokenize. Like tokenizing private assets is really taking over business from companies like EquityZen or whatever. The token aspect doesn't matter.
Clueless clown.
Accessibility, right? So let's write that down.
Yeah, let's
token
write that
itself
down.
Doesn't matter. What matters is access, right? So Europeans having access to U.S. Stocks through proxy tokens. Europeans having access, or really actually anyone, or anyone having access to private equity, regardless.
Oh,
of
you really don't like
valuation,
me, Kevin.
which
I don't hate
would
him, but
likely be
he's
at
a
the
clown.
highest end as insiders sell shares, which are then tokenized to transfer globally. Remember, token is just the evidence of who holds
He's kinda
the
like-
asset, right? It's like a deed,
He can be kind of like crypto anger. Like I would listen to him for background noise or whatever. Some like he says some things here and there that are kind of worthwhile, but most of his like I don't know, bro. Like he doesn't get Robinhood, that's for sure. He doesn't get USDG. He doesn't get how massive the things Robinhood is doing to get market share, total addressable market, boost their income. They're going to make a lot of money off stable coins if that gets off. They're onboarding a ton of people by offering. Ricky's on there, bro. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, because you can earn 4% in a savings account. You can get 2% and they were boosted. You could actually have gotten up to like 4% if you put your crypto on there. Free money. They're onboarding people like crazy. And then next thing you know, people are going to be buying tokenized stocks on there around the world, which is great for our stocks. You know, more liquidity. Liquidity's king. And then the stable, they make, you understand that like when you buy and sell stable coins, there's a transaction fee. It's small, but when it's billions and trillions of dollars, that's a lot of free money. How much might
asset, right? So like, I mean, it's a good question. So there's this commenter, synthetic tokens for private companies, warning of 2008. You know, the response to this really is like, the tokens are backed by private co-equity.
This guy's over
Problem
here.
is
He's over here on his little mechanical keyboard thinking he's saying something smart. Grok struggling. Not getting enough juice at the data center. I can't provide exact revenue. Additionally, Coinbase earns 100% of the interest income. Circle reported 1.7 billion. 1.7 billion with 900 million paid to Coinbase as part of the revenue sharing agreement. So they've gotten like bro. Ledger Nano no longer updating. Yeah. I haven't read the Nano or the X or whatever, but it's starting to fail and I have the Nano. I don't know. I don't have much on my Ledger anymore. I probably won't be using them going forward.
sending somebody a piece of paper that gets lost, right? And then, you know, recorded on blockchain, right? Blockchain/public ledger. Cool. So,
does it make him sound smart because he's typing really fast on a mechanical keyboard? Is that part of the shtick?
Custodying.
Ricky, does that make him? Does that do it for you?
Liquidity is low because of actually exactly. If I interested in the stream was also on the maybe live. I don't know. That would be, yeah, maybe. Risk of Robinhood selling tokenized share without actually buying the equivalent shares. Probably low because that would be fraud.
They already said that they're buying the stock.
Fraud, but yeah, then again, you never know. Anyone could rug pull you, I suppose. But I think that'd be very
probably a typing sound effect. I hate mechanical keyboards.
No, of course. Like, and failed to delivers are not fraud. Remember, I see somebody talking about failed delivers. Reminder, failed to delivers are not fraud.
I can't take it. I can't take any more of his clownery. All right, Robinhood is at 90.5. We're going to wrap this up, boys. I got shit I got to do. I can't stream all day like me, Kevin. Can't do it. Got to pee. There better be, probably not, but there better be 10 likes. 5 likes. Low soy boys. S&P up 14, NASDAQ up 91. Good show. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate you being here. Robinhood 90.5. Very strong day. Bitcoin moving 107.6. Again, the monthly close today. It's on pace to be the highest close in the history. Ethereum at 24.75. We need that one to cook, as the boomers say. Fast runner and typer. Prefer crypto as a credit reward. Bitcoin off that test. All right, everyone. If Bitcoin breaks out past like 110. If Bitcoin breaks above 110, I'll stream tonight. All right? Does that work for you? You'll have